7 of the 2025 NBA Finals. And we are indeed in overtime.
Yeah, it's no surprise for a series that has gone the full 7 to now end up in overtime to decide it. MP has been carrying his team. You have to think the team will once again look to MP, especially if it comes down to taking the final shot with time winding down.
You know, staying a lot of focus defensively is going to be applied to trying to slow down MP, and that's no easy task. What are you going to be looking for down this final stretch?
Well, both teams are very capable. I mean, if you're looking to just throttle MP's production, even doubling him, you take the risk of giving up a wide open look with the way he can find his teammates. So from what we've seen so far, I think it's going to come down to which squad can avoid turning the ball over, committing silly fouls.
Westbrook's checked in.
We got this, all right? We got this on defense, right? Let's make sure we stay locked in. Nothing silly.
You got it. No silly mistakes. Let's go. Game 7. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Go. Let's go.
Yo, MP.
What's up, Coach?
You brought us this far. Now take us home.
Come on, Coach. I was born ready.
And we are underway again here. Greg, less than 3 minutes to go.
This is the moment you can only dream of. MP has a chance to get his team over the proverbial mountain in a Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
Here is Daniels, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. The Nuggets trail by 7. And here's Jokic. Puts one up from 19. Count it. Nice touch. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Johnson outside. MP inside. He's covered by Westbrook. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Porter outside. Now Jokic. Oh, and he cannot get the layup.
And with MP growing up in Chicago and following the Jordan dynasty so closely, now just moments away from starting his own era with a win here.
And we saw early on that MP can defer too much, but in these playoffs, he's stepped up and has become the guy for this team in the clutch.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Westbrook against MP. Got it! And that is a sizable lead here in overtime. 10 points is the margin. The Nuggets trail by 10. And here's Jokic. Tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Outside Gordon. Porter with it. Jokic. Oh, Greg, that does not go.
Trailing by 10. This is starting to slip away from him.
Now MP. Johnson outside. Off the glass.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up. It's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
One of the things, Stan, you've got to admire about this group, their resiliency, their tenacity, how tough they have fought every inch of this game.
Yeah, well, look back to how they handled themselves in round 1, round 2, the conference finals. With MP leading his team every step of the way, bringing them right here to this moment.
And Atlanta has possession following the miss by Jokic. MP against Westbrook. And MP overtime.
Talk about rising to the occasion. MP has taken over.
You can sense the relief coming on. They are ready to celebrate.
Yeah, that last bit of sand through the hourglass. Time for confetti.
And they've done it. They are the NBA champions.
MP. Yo, MP. Hey, what's up with you, man? You doing another one of those visualization exercises?
I was.
If we locked in, ain't no switching up.
Welcome to
Outside, nah, you in a, ain't no falling off. I done put 2 million up.
MP. MP. Yo, MP. Hey, what's up with you, man? You doing another one of those visualization exercises?
I was.
All right, well, look, I've been calling you for a minute, okay? It's like you're on a different planet.
Listen, you got to fully immerse yourself in the experience that you're trying to manifest. If it doesn't feel real, then it doesn't work.
Okay, you're right. All right, so what are you manifesting this time?
I got that goal-setting meeting later on with Coach Tucker and Cliff.
Okay.
And I was visualizing how I want my rookie year to go.
Okay, cool. Well, judging by that goofy-looking grin you got on your face, it must have went pretty good, huh? Let me guess, Rookie of the Year.
Even better. A championship, bro.
Ooh, I was close, though. Okay, look, on that tip, when you get to the meeting, they're going to ask you, what kind of player do you want to be?
Mm-hmm.
All right? Have you visualized that yet?
As a matter of fact, I have.
Well, great. What do you see?
I sat down, crust, turning my neck, shut him up. I sat down, crust, turning my neck, shut him up. I sat down, crust, turning my neck, shut him up. I sat down, crust, turning my neck, shut him up. The billions put that side. My ride trying to go for a ride. I put big match right out. Put the mask on, cause I be all red, I stay with. All red, we pull up. All red, somebody. All red, drive. With a push that way. Just like you can get bleed. I used to ride badges, then I got green. This is a, you can't get my, She gave me my I come to your spot. I come to your spot. I come to your spot. Hold on. I got the drop, we landed. Get stolen vehicles, traded. Pushing your block. Pushing your block. Somebody sit on a prayer. Somebody sit on some prayers. I guess going crazy. I need a whole nother level. I'm on a whole nother level. I'm a different type player. I'm a different type player. I'm a credit player. Shot at my gun. Shot at Norris Fair. Shot at Trill at Man. Right here. Drive the crew on down. I'm about to get it. Upside down, cross, turn my neck, shut him up. Upside down, cross, turn my neck, shut him up. Upside down, cross, turn my neck, shut him up. Upside down, cross, turn my neck, shut him up. The Billy's like that side. My ride trying to go for a ride. I put big lines round. Put the mask on, cause I be all red, I stay with them. All red, we pull up. All red, somebody. All red, drive.
Come on, man. You see it.
You spent a lot of time thinking about this, didn't you?
Yeah, only my entire life. Now, did you want something, or were you just coming in here to try to interrupt my meditation, man?
Nah, man. I'm here on official business, all right? I know we boys and all, but I am your manager, okay?
Still can't believe I let you talk me into this one, man.
Hey, that's the power of persuasion, right? And it's one of the best skills you have as a manager.
All right, Mr. Manager. Manage away. What's up, man?
All right, so I was coming here to remind you about that goal-setting meeting you got today, but you all over that, though.
100%.
All right, look, don't be late, okay? Because Coach Tucker hates it when people are late.
It's at the arena, right?
Yeah, it's in Cliff's office.
All right, got you.
Okay, good. Now let's talk about pickup hoops.
Oh, nah, P. You're not about to tell me I can't hoop at the park, man. I could get hurt just walking down the street. I can't worry about that, man.
No, that's not my angle. As a matter of fact, I was going to tell you I found the guys in the city who run the best games, okay? Chris Manning and Shakedown. I dropped a pin for you so you can talk to them whenever.
Okay. Nice, man. Good looking out, bro.
Hey, no doubt.
Hey, anything else, or what's up?
Oh, yeah, walk with me.
What's this?
I've been thinking. This moment, start to your NBA career. I mean, we talked about this for as long as we've known each other, man.
Facts.
You put in a ridiculous amount of work to get here.
That's also true, man.
Yeah, so I just, wanted to give you something you could look at to remind yourself of how far you come and so you could appreciate the journey.
Yo, is this that club league ticket from when you was out there talking trash in the parking lot, bro?
Yo, it is. And when you found out I was moving to Plainview, you were big mad.
Oh, man. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, man. This is outstanding. This is hitting me, man.
It's just a small token. So what are you gonna do now? Head to the arena, get there nice and early for your meeting?
I'm gonna hang back for a little bit, man. This is taking me back.
You do you. I'll catch up with you later, all right?
Man. Here we go. Yo, what you doing here in Plainview, man?
I live here now. And it was either Wolfpack or Dynasty for Club League, and I didn't want to play with you. So I chose Wolfpack.
Yeah, so you want the scouts to see you playing on the losing team and see a star on that, okay.
Now, I'm going to get the scouts to notice me by shooting every chance I get. I mean, if I play with you, you'll be yelling at me to make the extra pass.
That's right, because I want to win.
Okay, that's all you think the scouts care about?
Yeah, the scouts care if you can win, bro.
Okay, then you really are stupid, bro. Let me give you some game, man.
Here we go. All right.
Scouts only care if you got the skills that translate to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Point blank, end of story.
Well, you only prove that by winning.
No, you prove that by showing how you can help them win at the next level. All right, I'm cocky, but I'm not stupid, MP.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm not a high flyer. I'm not a rim protector. So if I want to lead this broke down town, I have to prove I can shoot.
That makes sense, bro. Because you're small.
Man, you ain't got to be Wimby to shoot out the gym. But since you care so much, I'm going to give you that L you've been asking for.
Yeah,
right?
I bet.
All
Let's
right,
do it.
Bet.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our presentation of Illinois Club League Basketball. I'm Joe Lamy, joined by Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. Some of the future stars of the region look to hone in their skills as we have the Wolfpack hosting the Dynasty.
And to call this a rivalry might be underselling it. This is more of a feud than anything. These clubs really dislike each other.
And the Wolfpack would love to play spoiler in this one, looking to put an end to the Dynasty's 11-game win streak.
Yeah, Joe, and both of these teams have plenty of talent to get it done tonight. The Wolf Wolfpack are only 7-4 on the season, but this roster can play with the best of them and can pull out a win against just about anyone.
And how excited are you? This is about as intense a game gets at the club level. These teams genuinely dislike each other.
Pass to Hopkins. This one for three. The three-pointer goes.
Careful. Hawkins can sneak up on you. Don't forget about him from deep.
And Drake, you talk about the rivalry between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. They've both had their moments.
They certainly have, and I would expect a very physical game here tonight. That's the bare minimum when these teams play.
Down low, Zadirko. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
The man just makes plays. That pass is on point. And we've talked about the heated interactions of these teams before. It's a result of history and proximity.
Oh, yeah. The bad blood comes from getting in each other's faces way too often over the years. Certainly doesn't help they operate out of the same region in Illinois.
On the wing, Michael Luan. Timmerman defending. Luan hits the front of the rim and out.
I'll tell you what. That's one he wants back.
It was high percentage, but it wasn't going that time.
MP with the steal. Now here's Luan. Timmerman defending. And the layup's good off the glass.
Using that 6'7" frame. Look out. Luan went right at him.
Outside Stauffer. And Patrick Wells outside. The Dynasty grabbed the miss. Outside Luan. Over Timmerman. Knocks it again, the Dynasty.
And that's been the growing part of Luan's game. He's so comfortable from that mid-range jump shot.
You look at this Wolfpack roster. A lot of players who will play college ball, but Patrick Wells could be the barometer.
And they are ecstatic to have him with the team. Add some much-needed shooting. They're hoping he can change the fate of their season. Now here's Hopkins. He has 6. Here's Fisher. Tries again. Pass to Zadirko. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. And here is Timmerman. Wells outside. The Wolfpack again can't hit it.
He's jacked up a number of threes, but his accuracy, it's been lacking. Try something different, if you ask me.
Kicks it out to Zadirko. Hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Zadirko lives for the physical play. He goes right at the throat of the defense on that one.
And Patrick Wells outside. Patrick Wells misses another. Well, you think about what sets MP apart on this Dynasty team. His athleticism you rarely see at the club level.
He's been stunning, Joe. When he's driven, he's physically capable of explosive feats. Speaking of, I'm setting my phone up right here because I think we've got a great angle for some viral content.
Now Wells. Pass over to Robinson. Fades away. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one, guys.
The Dynasty with the lead. MP on the left side. On the wing, it's MP. Zadirko. Fisher outside. MP up top. 5 to shoot. Pass to Hopkins. Here's Zadirko. Good, and the assist goes to Eric Fisher. And when Patrick Wells joined this team, he added some much-needed shooting that elevated this team to the next level.
Ding! Yeah, just like an elevator, Joe. Really dialing up the damage potential this team now has from deep.
Now here's Robinson. Sinks it from distance.
Stauffer loves to play chess, and right there, he made the right move to capitalize on a defensive lapse. Check.
Back to MP. On the wing, Michael Luan. Lets it fly from 18. And the Dynasty tack on 2 more.
Defensively, I'd like to see a little more pressure on the shot. Good look from mid-range.
Passes to Wells. Now Timmerman. Here's Robinson. It's hauled in by Eric Fisher. On the wing, Brett Hopkins. Here's Adirko. And there... the bucket, staying with it that time, getting it done on the offensive glass. And with a showcase game like this in tonight's rosters, you can expect a lot of college scouts in the stands.
The importance of this game, setting the narrative of each player's potential. Opinions are forming about these players, and each minute could be another pro or...
Substitution for the Dynasty.
Both teams making some changes here.
MP.
To the middle. Carter, no good. Well, halftime not too far away, and MP and Wells have both had their moments.
And the talent gap between these two doesn't look that big, if there's even a gap at all.
It's Dillard outside. No good on the triple. And the leader of this Wolfpack team, without a doubt, is Patrick Wells, a three-star recruit who has a chance to play at the next level.
Hey, he's not the biggest or most athletic player on the floor, but when he warms up, look out. The kid can straight up shoot the ball. If he can bulk up and add some strength, he could be a factor in college.
MP up top. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim and in.
MP just took what the defense gave him there and used the pick and roll to his advantage.
They just can't get anything going offensively.
And you can see the frustration mounting. They just don't know who to turn to for points.
Nails the three-pointer.
And he is just a headache for whoever's got him assigned on D. And for Eric Dillard, he's a standout at the high school level in the area, but most scouts have him as a middling recruit.
He can just disappear from games too often, though. Great shot, but too many easy mistakes that he has yet to fix. Junior, he's covered by Johnson. To the inside, MP. And it's the Wolfpack with the rebound. Inside. Back to Wells. The floater, and it's good. On the layup.
Wells isn't a tall guy at 5'7", and that's a tough shot for that height. But outstanding job staying locked in, focused on the basket.
Out to the wing. It's Dillard outside. MP. Back to Dillard. The three is up. Nails it from 3.
I mean, that's what Dillard does best. His shooting is huge for his team.
Wells outside. And Dave Adirko with the block. And it's out of bounds. Wolfpack to retain possession.
Michael Luan. Brett Hawkins.
There's James with the 3. And no good, trying to get that one. And that does it for the first half of play. Dynasty out front, up by 15. And more basketball to come after this short break. The teams have had their break. The Wolfpack and Dynasty getting ready to kick things off here in the second half of play. The Wolfpack with the ball. 15-point game. And in club play this season, the Wolfpack enter tonight at 7-4, while the Dynasty are a perfect 11-0.
And I'd say we could throw out the record books, Joe. Whoosh! I threw mine right across the table. Sorry, Drake. Because of the history of these regional rivals is so complex. Both teams thrive on denying the other the chance to win in big games like this one.
Passes to MP. With just 5 to shoot. Back to Zadirko. And the Dynasty tack on 2 more.
Oh, and Zadirko showed a nice touch around the basket.
And the Wolfpack with possession. Trailing by 17. And Patrick Wells outside. And it's Fisher with the rebound. Takes one from 10 feet. And Robinson pulls it down.
And we're here in the gym of the Plainview Panthers. It's a familiar floor to some players in our game today because they go to high school here.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, home court advantage is everything in a contentious game like this. A little extra bit of comfort might make a difference. You can't count anything out in such a heated affair.
And it's going to be 2 free throws through the contact on the shot.
And for the lack of size that Wells has, he makes up for it with his shooting ability. He's a floor spacer who allows this offense to run much more smoothly.
And he makes both free throws. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
Honestly, they should just stay with what they've been doing.
Fisher outside. On the wing, Michael Luan. Back to Fisher. There's the 3. But they'll get another chance. Takes it out to Hopkins. Fisher. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup.
And it's 6'8". Fisher knows he has an advantage inside, and good to see him exploit it there.
And for Zach Timmerman of the Wolfpack, he moved here from Iowa not too long ago.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of him, and I know the Wolfpack would have liked to see more of him. Unfortunately, he's been plagued by back problems, which can't be fun. You wonder how long he'll be able to keep playing for.
Luan, Timmerman defending. MP right side. Fisher with it. Robinson on him. From deep, it's MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Fisher. MP. That one a little long. Now Wells. He's guarded closely.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't look like it's his night.
MP outside. And it's the Wolfpack with the rebound. And the foul called on MP. That is his first timeout called by the Dynasty.
Substitution for the Wolfpack. Time called.
A difficult situation for the Wolfpack here.
When I talked to Wolfpack shooting guard Deshaun Carter pregame, he had a tablet with some personal scouting notes, animated plays, and video highlights.
Yeah, Danny, I was looking at his tablet, and he even had a My NBA franchise with creative players to represent each team. That level of dedicated planning makes him a database of information on these teams.
MP outside. Pass to Junior. Dillard. MP outside. High post, Ricky Davidson. Good work there as it goes.
He got hung up on a great screen and gave the shooter some wiggle room.
Yeah, for sure. If he sees any daylight at all, he's pulling the trigger.
To the inside. Deflected. The second chance effort. Here's Fresh. Tough break there, shot after shot, but they couldn't get anything to fall. And on the bench for the Wolfpack, Coach Barry Bay. He's been with the program several years now and is trying to continue the success they've had this past decade.
Yeah, and standing directly in his path once again is the Dynasty. But with new leadership on the court from Patrick Wells, Coach is hopeful that the tide is about to turn for the Pack.
Pass to Cordova. top, it's Carter. And a miss there on the triple. Great ball movement. They're sharing the rock.
And they're keeping everyone involved and engaged.
Junior up top. Dillard. MP outside. On the wing, Eric Dillard. Takes a three. Johnson with the rebound. And the Wolfpack with possession.
Well, the big name in the showcase has to be MP. He's a five-star recruit and has a clear path to the NBA with his skill set and athleticism.
And scouts want to see him take over the game. They want to see him be athletic. They want to see his instinct and moves on the floor. Because sometimes he can defer it a bit too much.
And here's Eric Dillard outside. Hits the trifecta.
Oh, talk about falling asleep on defense. What were they thinking leaving him open for that three?
They really need to make an adjustment here.
Agreed. Nothing is working for them offensively. Time for a change.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution. For the Dynasty, Dave Zadirko.
Here's Carter. Cordova outside. Johnson. Here's Wells. Can't hit it from close range. Passes to MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Ooh, the speed. MP showing that quickness off the drive.
Now Wells. Now covered by MP. Back to Wells. Looking to end his cold spell. That's good. And Deshaun Carter with the assist.
The team does a good job of getting it in close.
MP outside. Pass to Zadirko. Fresh with the steal. Here's Wells. And knocking it down again is the Wolfpacks.
Sharp move by Wells. The pull-up is a tough shot for a high schooler to hit.
MP outside. Now here's Dillard. Three-pointer. That's in. It's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 of 7 to start this one. Wells outside. Lets the three fly. Drops it in from long range.
Love how competitive Wells is. Coming right back with his own triple.
Danny Cobb. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
Here's Junior. MP outside. Back to Junior. Dillard. On the wing, it's MP. 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. It'll go to the way of the Wolfpack. The Wolfpack with the ball. Trailing by 19. Cordova outside. Back to Carter. Tries a three. Hits the three-pointer.
Practice makes perfect for Carter. The Wolfpack guard was all lined up and prepared to fire before he even got the ball.
To the paint. MP. The shot's good. Dillard making the play there.
And they have not let up. This is a statement victory.
Some might say they're running up the score. To me, it looks like they're just playing their brand of basketball.
Fresh, the screen. Carter's shot is off that time. MP outside. Here's Davidson. Banked in off the glass.
Smart play by MP. Always looking for others. You know, MP can be a little too unselfish sometimes.
Cordova, right side. No dice from 9 feet. MP up top, defended by Carter. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw contact and he'll shoot 2.
A little too much contact. Draws a whistle and MP is headed to the line.
And he can't get the first one. And he can't get the second one to fall either. Coming up empty that time. Now it's Carter outside. That will do it. Put it in the books. The Dynasty continue their amazing start to the season and now stand at 12-0. Great win for them here.
Real gem. You can see why the Dynasty have been the team to beat. Great execution for them when it mattered most.
Well, you know the Wolfpack would give everything they had. You could feel the intense tone of this rivalry match early on.
Yeah, we've seen this before. Ultimately, talent just wins out. The Dynasty has a great group of players to build on, and they might have been tested here a bit, but they proved to be the better team.
For Drake Hugo, Danny Hager, this is Joe Lamy. Thank you for joining us.
Yo, she was here. I didn't see her.
Yeah, she came with her cousin.
Oh, I can't believe I missed her.
Man, you mind if I talk to him real quick? I apologize, bro. Hey, look, I know we butt heads over the years, but we go to the same school now.
Bro, are you thick in the head or something? I don't like you, man.
Look, I ain't trying to be your best friend. I'm just trying to win some games.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
How about we talk on the court? And off the court, you and me win cool.
Great. That's a great attitude. We're going to win states like that.
Yep, and I don't care about states.
Yeah, that's because you playing for the Scouts.
Right. And that's because you playing for the fantasy. What, you think they're going to rebuild the factories because you passing a little Jimmy in the clutch? You really want to help these people? How about you take over? Make the league. Then when you got some actual power, you can actually help these people. All right, stop this nice guy hiding behind that when the truth is you scared to become the player you need to be in order to build a real dynasty. This is just a costume, bro. These words, meaningless, unless you put something behind that. Yeah. Think about it.
man. Here we go. Yo, what you doing here in Plainview, man?
I live here now. And it was either Wolfpack or Dynasty for Club League, and I didn't want to play with you. So I chose Wolfpack.
Yeah, so you want the scouts to see you playing on the losing team and see a star on that, okay.
We're here in Plainview, Illinois, tonight's venue for Club League basketball between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. What a game this should be between two heated rivals on the club circuit.
Heated rivals indeed. Rarely do you see teams like this dislike each other this much, especially in the club league circuit. But you know what? This is a showcase game for both teams.
At the center of it all will be MP, the star player for the Dynasty. He'll be tasked with keeping their winning streak alive.
Looking to make it a dozen straight wins to start the club league season, but I know the Wolfpack are licking their chops at the prospect of ending the Dynasty's win streak. And how excited are you for this one? This is about as intense a game gets at the club level. These teams genuinely dislike each other. He fired with confidence from deep, just couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, but you love that shooter's attitude. Shoot it when he can.
Now here's MP. Pass to Zadirko. And Drake, talk about the rivalry between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. They've both had their moments.
They certainly have, and I would expect a very physical game here tonight. That's the bare minimum when these teams play.
And the Wolfpack making a change here. And he's good on the second. Well, you think about what sets MP apart on this Dynasty team. His athleticism you rarely see at the club level.
He's been stunning, Joe. When he's driven, he's physically capable of explosive feats. Speaking of, I'm setting my phone up right here because I think we've got a great angle for some viral content.
Passes to MP. Fisher. James covering. And here is Luan. Kicks it out to Hotkins. Now here's MP. Clock at 4. And it's Hotkins missing. And the Wolfpack with possession. 4-point game. Right side, Stoffer. Pass to James. Timmerman. Back to James. Here's Wells. Let's go with the 3. The Wolfpack again can't hit it. And with the high school season now in the rearview mirror, for many of these players, they are solely focused on club play.
And winning on the club circuit is their only goal as of now. I'd expect that to mean the games are going to be a little bit more chippy because of that.
And the Wolfpack making a change here. Hotkins outside. Pass to Luan. Good, and the assist goes to Eric Fisher.
I absolutely love when Luan is assertive, pulling up from deep. He's proven he can nail the 3 ball when given the chance.
Now Stoffer to stop the drought. Sinks the tray.
And in just a blink, they answer back with a 3 of their own.
Mano a mano. It's partly a matter of pride right now.
Now here is Zadirko. Back to MP. Fisher. Hotkins with it. Now guarded by James. MP right side. With just 5 to shoot. Hotkins outside. Misses the 3.
When I talked to Wolfpack shooting guard Deshaun Carter pregame, he had a tablet with some personal scouting notes, animated plays, and video highlights.
Yeah, Danny, I was looking at his tablet, and he even had a My NBA franchise with creative players to represent each team. That level of dedicated planning makes him a database of information on these teams.
Now here's MP. Back to Zadirko. And they pick up 2.
Making space, creating problems, so many ways that MP can use a pick and roll.
The Wolfpack trail. Now here's Carter. Patrick Wells on the wing. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He's 1 for 4.
He has some impressive moves in his collection. That's a good one, but it's just one of many.
Pass to Zadirko. MP, guarded by Wells. Back to Zadirko. Good, good, and the assist goes to MP. And when Patrick Wells joined this team, he added some much-needed shooting that elevated this team to the next level.
Ding! Yeah, just like an elevator, Joe. Really dialing up the damage potential this team now has from deep.
Now Wells. Now here's Fresh. Zadirko covering. Fresh can't get it to fall. And now the Dynasty with it. They lead by 4. Luan defended by Carter. MP up top. Pass to Zadirko. Hopkins. Zadirko with it. Carter pulls it in. Wells outside. Carter. Back to Fresh. And here's Stauffer. Hawkins covering. Shot no good for Stauffer. And with a showcase game like this in tonight's rosters, you can expect a lot of college scouts in the stands.
The importance of this game, setting the narrative of each player's potential. Opinions are forming about these players, and each minute could be another pro or con in each scout's report.
Wells outside. Pulls up high post. He clangs that one off the back iron, and it falls.
Really nothing better than a bucket from mid-range. Wells just knocking it down.
Substitution for the Dynasty. Substitution for the Dynasty. MP. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
To the right side. Pulls up on the elbow. Rebounded by the Wolfpack.
He'll be very disappointed with himself. That's one you expect to make.
Well, shot's good.
And for Eric Dillard, he's a standout at the high school level in the area, but most scouts have him as a middling recruit.
He can just disappear from games too often, though. Great shot, but too many easy mistakes that he has yet to fix. Now here's Dillard. Fires from deep. Johnson with the rebound. Wells with it. Dillard covering. Up top, it's Wells. He has 7. That miss is his 4th of the night. Shooting 3 for 7 from the field now. Dish to Fisher. Makes it off the glass.
And it's 6'8". Fisher knows he has an advantage inside, and good to see him exploit it there.
To the wing, right side. Cordova, right side. Teardrop shot. And it's Fisher with the rebound.
Well, the big name in the showcase has to be MP. He's a 5-star recruit and has a clear path to the NBA with his skill set and athleticism.
And scouts want to see him take over the game. They want to see him be athletic. They want to see his instinct and moves on the floor. Because sometimes he can defer it a bit too much.
Shot clock at 6. The triple from Jason Jr. The shot off that time.
And most days, that would be his shot. Not sure what the credit goes for the miss.
Certainly not to the defense. They're very fortunate that didn't go in, considering the room they gave him.
Wells outside. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, when you got a shot like that, you've got to take it.
Hey, sometimes good shots just don't fall, but it's still a good look.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw contact and he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Deshaun Carter. And the first one drops.
And for Dillard, it's about staying engaged whenever he's out on the court and making sure he just makes the most of every opportunity.
Both shots are good from the stripe.
Dynasty coach Duncan Carter has worked to impart a sense of focus in this ongoing rivalry. The rivalry of these teams is well documented, and he wants his club to continue their winning ways.
Yeah, Danny, he knows that the way the games have swung between these two sides is a dynamic rivalry. He would like the Dynasty to play at a heightened intensity for this one. Now here's MP. Here's Zadirko. Rebounded by James.
Most likely, they'll want to milk the clock to 0.
No reason to give away an extra possession. Play it smart.
Outside Stauffer. Here's Wells. That falls. Nice feed that time from Michael Stauffer. So a tie game here as we finish the first half, and we'll return right after this break. The teams have had their break, the Wolfpack and Dynasty getting ready to kick things off here in the second half of play. And in club play this season, the Wolfpack enter tonight at 7-4, while the Dynasty are a perfect 11-0.
And I'd say we could throw out the record books, Joe. Whoosh, I threw mine right across the table. Sorry, Drake. Because of the history of these regional rivals so complex. Both teams thrive on denying the other the chance to win in big games like this one.